UK has a lot going on. Now, last week, there were 3 girls who attended a Taylor Swift concert that were stabbed to death by what some people said was an asylum seeker, right? A Muslim asylum seeker did it. Well, it turns out that it was a 17-year-old that was a native there in Welsh that did it. And so people from the right, the far right, right-wing extremists didn't care about the facts, and they went on a tangent all over London protesting against immigrants and people who are seeking asylum, basically saying that they're making it hard for them there and they want them gone. So this to this point has gone on for a week. Now, I saw a video of a black woman lamenting about what that is doing to her and other people who are going through that. Check it out.
Minority Brits, black and brown Muslim Brits, we're going to need a heap load of therapy after this. I'm laughing. We're going to need so much therapy. What the fuck? What's happening? We're going to need a truckload of therapy. We're going to need so much therapy. So just stay safe at the moment. I feel like we are on autopilot. We are on survival mode. Just trying to get through day by day.
So as you saw and heard her say that they are very traumatized and they're going to need a lot of therapy. And when the grief hits, it's just going to be, hard to deal with. And right now they're on survival mode. Now, this is not by any means a I told you so moment. But for the last year or so, we've seen a lot of other black people all over the world admonish black Americans, basically making fun of what our ancestors went through, saying that we have no culture, no identity, just laughing at us, right? Now, we have been going through what they're going through for a lot longer, right? Since, the 1500s, we've been going through that. Now, we're not enslaved anymore, but we are still suffering the effects of it. I mean, we still live in a time where you can see a black man lynched in broad daylight in the middle of the street, right? So nothing has really changed for us. But now that the black Brits, if you will, are going through a little bit of what we have gone through, now they're talking about being traumatized. Well, it's like if you think you've been traumatized due to a week of racism, and I'm not saying y'all don't go through racism all the time, but to that degree, what do you think we feel like through the trauma that has been passed down to us from our ancestors? We're still traumatized. Nothing has changed here for us. We still live in a very racist environment, but it's not fun, is it? It's not fun, and I would never dare poke fun at you because as a black American who have been that my whole life, that's every day for us. Now, maybe not to that degree where people are rioting, but we have it to where we can walk in a store, a restaurant, a school, even in Congress. There's a lot of racism going on both sides of the aisle against black Americans. We are still the most unprotected group of people here in America. So we're always traumatized. Every time we turn on the news or open our phone, we can see somebody black being shot in the face by a police officer or being choked to death by a police officer, or even riding a train and, somebody white who feels like they're Rambo can choke out a black man and everybody will stand around and watch. So, maybe y'all will have some sympathy or empathy for black Americans as you all are going through. And I feel like you guys are going to be all right. I don't think that'll be your everyday existence, but maybe now you'll say, okay, before we get on this app or this, social media stuff and talk bad about black Americans, we need to think about what we just endured. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube.